You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better.
All right, I think we are activated. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Seandavieway show. Heard it was real boring out here. Some birdies, valid, credible birdies, came and told me some stuff. So, why not? So, well, I'll give you guys an update on the stuff that I found out from yesterday to today. Yeah, I think that's pretty much like it. So, and I'm sorry that I was late. Kinda. Okay, I'm kind of sorry. I'm not all the way sorry because whatever, right? So, my son, my baby, was in there eating lunch. Okay. And he was playing a game on his headset. But the headset that the churn be having on with the thing that be sitting there looking like receptionists. That's why I said, Sam, you can work. I promise you, it's the same thing. Same thing. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I cigarette, please? So I'm here, Flip. So while my baby was in there eating lunch, because I'm a good parent and I make lunch for my children, right? They get that. And he told the boy that he'd be back, right? So that means don't kill my baby on this game until my baby get back. Don't do that. Don't do that. So my son, okay, in there eating, listening hard, y'all, found out that the boy was in there killing him on the game. Okay. Now I got my churn back all the time, not just part of the time. So I went in there and because I told my baby, you need to get in there and eat because I'm about to go live. So you need to get in there and eat. Okay. I got this. Get in there, eat your food. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take care of this. So I picked up the headset. And I said, don't you be just can't kill my son when he's not fucking here. I'll come in there and fucking find you. I ain't gonna fuck with it. Yeah, where's your dad? Where's your dad? Huh? Where? I put the headset to my thing. I'm like, where's your dad? Where's your dad? Yeah. Where's your father? Yeah, who the fuck talking to your dad? Why fucking I'm going here fucking get my fucking son still in fucking here eating and you're being fucking malnourished over there. You're not fucking eating. Where's fucking dad? Because you both be fucking eating. So that's what that were. Okay? So I'm a little late because I had to have my baby back. Okay? Now he ain't like I bet you that he ain't kill my baby. He didn't kill my baby after that. He left my baby alone. Nah. So my baby now winning. Okay. So I was a little late because I had to have my baby back. All right. He needed me. Okay. I'm always here. All right. Even virtually. So I had to go handle that. I had to go handle something. We ain't in the worst talk about this no way. So y'all make sure y'all hitting the like. Hit the like. Okay? Hit the like. So I love y'all. So yeah, let's get into the title. Jaguar Wright's family blames us for jail time. Weird. Sam Jr. returns home. Absolutely. Jaguar's family abandoned Jag's mom. Okay. I put that in the title because I'm rubbing it in you guys' face. So I find it mighty weird. Not all of the family. There's some family members that haven't said anything in that regard. So I'm not talking to you right now because I'm definitely about to dig into the right family. I absolutely am. Why not? I mean, y'all want to talk about me? I'm talking about you. Like, why not? So I mean, hair flip. Both of us are relevant. Why not? So I'm just like, okay, totally returning the favor. And we're going to talk about Sam, and what's been going on with that. All right. Now, before we start this, before I get into the right family, because y'all tried, I find it mighty weird trying to blame me for an adult. I'm like, how are you blaming me for an adult whom I've never met? What? Okay. So, before we get any further, let's jump into a little bit of stuff that I left out yesterday. One thing that I left out about Sam is that when they came and took Jaguar from the hotel yesterday, there was a U-Haul that she had, and all of their belongings were inside of it. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say all of them, but the majority of their belongings was inside of that truck. Okay. Not only were their belongings inside of that truck, their clothes were inside of said truck. Now they took said truck. Okay. They took it away. All right. Because Jaguar was supposed to have returned it and she wasn't supposed to leave the state with it. Okay. She should have rented a vehicle, a rental in, well, not should have, was supposed to rent a vehicle in Louisiana and then go and get her belongings and then return the truck back to Louisiana. Okay. Among other things that was going on. So again, she wasn't even supposed to leave the state with it. And she was supposed to bring it back like I think almost 2 days prior. I mean, like something like that. It was pretty much supposed to be either returned the same day or the next morning, and it was not. So yeah, because again, she was in Louisiana and where the truck was rented was in Texas. Okay. So that's all, I don't know, her fault? What the does that have to do with Sean? Okay. Jaguar also has a warrant in Texas for not appearing in court for what she was bailed out for, out on a bond. Okay. She missed court. What the does that have to do with Sean? I'm just trying to find the connection. I really don't get how in it. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Sean gets blamed, but the husband doesn't. I'm like, is anything his fault? I mean, if y'all gonna deflect, and blame people. I don't know how much person she was married to. I'm not the husband, okay? Although I'm still over here mourning. I'm over here mourning this shit. And y'all don't even care. Okay? Now, little helmets could have been somebody. Okay? Little helmet could have been someone. This is what was supposed to be. Alright. So, again, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm like, what? I'm like, who you talking to? Excuse me? What? I'm like, didn't you guys watch her grow up and some of you helped raise her? But you guys talking to me? Why? Why? I'm like, what? Leave me alone, Don't talk to me. Okay. Now, let's get into the truck being gone. All of Sam and Francis's clothes was inside of that truck. So they didn't have anything to wear. They didn't have anything to wear. So I'm just putting these points out there so that so yeah. Sam only had a change of socks with him upstairs. Okay. That's all he had when all of this stuff was going down, because when he needed something, he would just go down there and get it. Or if his grandmother needed something, he would just go down there and get it, out of the truck. And the truck's not gone. Okay. All of his clothes and stuff are in there. So, of course, I was going to help him right away, which is what I did. I didn't go live. Oh my God, can you guys cash up? I didn't do that. I just helped. That's why I find it weird when people are just like, oh, Sean's turning on Jag. How? I've always told Jag the truth. I've always told her a lot of these things. She should stop. You should focus on this. You should do this. Even literally tried to force her, into certain things, so that she could stay away from the madness. She chose to stick around. What the does that have to do with me? She's grown. Those are all decisions. She decided to do those things. Okay. She has to deal with them. Absolutely. So turning on her, how? If I was turning on her, why in the am I taking care of her son? I've been talking to Sam all morning. Helping him, guiding him, me. So if I'm beefing with her, if I didn't like her, if I'm turning on her, helping Sam is helping her, just like helping Sam is helping Sam Sr. too, because that's their kid, not mine. Not telling Sam anything negative, only guidance, because he's an adult. So if I don't F with Jag, I don't F with nobody she deal with. That's how I am, the type of person. I remove all parties. If I'm beefing with Jag, I've been keeping it real with her, and I'm going to continue. Yesterday, her going to jail, she deserved it. All she had to do is stay off live. That's it. She would have been fine. She could have worked that stuff out. She chose not to. What the does that have to do with me? Y'all got to think about that. Okay. People going around stating that, oh, Sean, it's his fault, and people like King Payne, that Jag's name is in the algorithm and whatnot. No. We're just not fake ass bitches. Yeah, and I'm gonna say that. Yeah, we're just not fake. That's all. Because the only way, I know YouTube. I promise you. because nobody's talking about this situation is bigger than me. So here, flip. So a girl, the only way to get Jaguar out of the algorithm is to not discuss her. Literally. Doesn't matter if you give her a nickname. It doesn't matter if you don't say her name at all. Talking about her is keeping her in the algorithm. Because whether you say her name or not, discussing a person is what's going to make a person go and seek them. So it doesn't even matter if you don't say their name. They will figure it out. And what you won't say, the chat will. Even if you delete what they say, it's going to come up again. Like, and again after that. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So something that you don't know, that you can know, you're going to find that out. You're going to seek it. If you're going to listen, you're going to want to know what the person is talking about. Who wants to sit around and hear somebody talking subliminals all day? You people are idiots. It's like he's talking, but I have no idea who he's talking about. None of the jokes are going to hit if you're roasting. None of the evil, vile things that you're saying are going to register if they don't know who it's registering to. Yeah, you guys are weird. That's why I don't talk about you bitches. That's why I talk about y'all. If you're going to get in the algorithm, you're going to do it alone. I'm popping. So I'm Poppington. I'm going to be in there no matter what. Yeah, y'all going to make sure. I'd say thank you, but you're not going to say you're welcome. The only way of getting someone out of the algorithm is to not speak of them at all. That is the only way. So why would I not say Jag's name? I'm not fake. I don't mind you knowing who I'm talking about. Like, that's fine. I feel like people are lame, like when they don't want to say people's names and stuff like that, then don't talk about them. Throw your shade and move on. Throw your shade, move on. I mean, that's weird. Like, I don't know. I just find that weird. I guess I find it weird because I'm not fake. So I don't mind my audience know who I'm talking about. I don't mind. I don't mind it at all. I don't say, ooh, don't say those people's names. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. So, girl, I don't care. Do your thing. So shout out to that. Shout out to that. Hi, LaShell. I don't mind having a conversation. If you would like to talk, that's fine. It absolutely is. If you would like to talk, would you like me to drop the link for you? Would you like me to drop the link for you, sweetie? I sure will. I sure will. I have no problem with that. Yes, no problem here. Hold on one second. I have to answer this phone call. 1 second. Sorry, I had to take that. Okay, so there we go. Boom. There you go. I'll keep dropping it for LaShell. This link is for her. This link is for LaShell Wright, Jaguar's sister. Yes. Come on up, please, honey. Come on up. I would love to chat. I would love to have a discussion. Oh my God. Yeah, let's talk. I would love to have a conversation. Absolutely. Yes. And I'm not going to disrespect you at all. I'm not like that. I'm not a disrespectful person. So you don't have to worry about that. But I will say this. I do have like receipts that, because you already know what's up. Because we've been talking to him through a mutual party. So you already know what's up, girl. But yes, if you would like to come up, I have no problem with that at all whatsoever. Yes, please come up and express yourself. But yeah, we would love to have a conversation with you. If you would like to come up and speak, no pressure. Again, I'm not going to attack you. I'm not like that. You can absolutely speak. I'm fair. Everyone knows that about Sean. I'm fair. So if you would like to talk, yes, I have no problem with that. At all, if you would like to come and speak. I was saying she's not coming. Well, she said that we could talk. Girl, let's talk. Let's talk. Well, not girl. You're not a girl. We can definitely have a conversation. Don't look, y'all. Be nice. Be nice. Don't discourage her. Y'all be nice. It's almost 2,000 people in the building. Can y'all please hit the like? Please hit the like, the like, the like, the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Tap on that like button. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. But yes, LaShell Wright, Jaguar Wright's sister, is in the building, and she made mention that she may want to come and speak. So if she wants to, we're completely fine with that. The link is just for her. Like, it's for her only. If she would like to have a conversation. So yeah, we can definitely chit chat if she would like to. But I would like to know, are you still here? Can you let us know if you want to come up or not? Because if not, we can just keep the show going. Yeah, like, I'm not being rude. I'm just saying, like, I have to entertain my people. So I'm like, yeah. But yes, you can definitely come out. You can definitely come up. Yes, where's Jack's brother? I don't know. I don't know. I only speak to Sam and Jack. I don't talk to anybody else. So who is that? That's okay. This person, I'm kicking you because I don't know who you are. But if you want to explain who you are. But other than that, I'm going to remove this and I'm going to bring up, hello, LaShell. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? This is
good.
her daughter, and LaShell's right here. Let me put her on the phone.
Okay.
On.
Hi.
Okay, so I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay. Hi, welcome to the show. Hello, LaShell.
Hi, Sean. We love you. We don't have any issue with you on the
right
yay. Side, no side. I'm like, what is he talking about? We love Sean.
Well, see, this is the thing. This is why I've never said anything negative. Now, you, LaShell, I know that you and I have been speaking to a mutual party. That has been speaking to the both of us. And I knew you didn't have a problem because she told me. She was like, oh, no, LaShell, she has no issue with you. You know, as far as I've heard, she's only said good things. She's appreciative that you have been helping out with Sam, you know, and their mom, you know, and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that's why I said at the beginning of the live, I know there's certain people for a fact that I know weren't saying anything negative. And you were one of those people. So I just wanted to clarify that before we start the show.
Yeah. No, she's trying to help the situation. Because we actually know exactly what's going on.
Introduce yourself. Yeah, this is Jamie and Jasmine. We are her nieces.
Hi, Jamie and Jasmine.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, nobody in the family have an issue with you. So I don't know what type of narrative, you know, whoever is giving that off. No one has an issue with nobody. Aunt Jackie is grown. She makes her own decisions. If she wants to go to jail 150 times, that's on her. We've been trying to help sis for the longest. It's not like we really just sitting back here and not doing nothing. You know, we've been talking to my grandma and them all morning. My mom is straight. She come into Philly.
But you can't help somebody who's paranoid. Like,
right.
It's always going to be someone else. Everyone else is the issue because she needs a psychiatrist. So you can't help her. So people saying, you know, like, Shelly, you need to do more. We've been trying, but there's not much that we can do. Our hands are pretty much tied. It's a dead end. So now, being as though she's locked up, we're about to take, you know, the proper steps in order to get my grandma straight, Sammy straight, because it's just messy.
Yeah. Well, I did talk to Sam, and Sam did say that he was going to be parting and going, you know, to stay with his father, and that he did say that he was speaking to his Aunt Shelly.
He has no choice. Yeah, he has no choice at this point because it's like we literally just had this conversation when she was in the mental hospital, and I kept telling him, I'm like, Sammy, what are you and Legina going to do if she gets locked up again? Don't nobody at that house got money for real. It's only my grandma and my Aunt Jackie. She has control over everything.
She's not getting bonded out.
So it's like, you know,
but we gonna let y'all talk to Shelly because me and Jamie talk too much and y'all will get
No, y'all fine. Y'all
piping
fine.
hot tea, okay?
I want to hear
Y'all
from
will get
all
the
of you.
piping
I
hot
want to hear
tea
from all of you.
because y'all will get the piping hot tea because Jackie got me fucked up. I'm gonna let you talk to Shelly for your ghetto. Okay.
oh my God, Sean, I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. No, I'm just glad to hear that you guys are doing what you need to do to
Oh,
get
yeah.
your mother to where you are. And
Well,
that's
you have to understand, this is the thing. My mother is so brainwashed by my sister. You
Mhm.
know, her whole thing is we can't leave Shreveport without Jackie. We need to know Jackie's not coming home anytime soon. When she comes home, we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
But right now, you have to leave.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're going to bring her to where you are. And I was talking to Sam, and Sam said your mom wants to stay there, but how Sam was explaining this to me, it's just like she's not staying. Of course, she wants to, but she's not.
Well, they don't have proper ID.
But my
They
mom,
don't.
my mom is also mentally
Can
ill.
you please? Cut.
It's a cult.
Oh my
It's a cult.
Jesus Christ!
Like she has no choice
Can you
either.
please, Jasmine?
Because she gotta go. She has to leave. She gotta go. That's it.
She's
That's
going
it.
back to Philly. They're both going to go. They're going to have to take
Grand
a bus.
finale.
Cut it because they don't have proper ID. I'm sorry. Please
No, you're fine.
forgive my children.
No, you're fine. So yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
asking earlier, because he was saying that they were leaving by bus, and I asked him too. I'm like, well, can I help you guys out with a flight? Like, do they need any help?
No, be
And
fine.
he said no, because they just don't have IDs.
They don't have ID. Yeah, and then I'm going to fly out to Philly and take it from there. So
Okay.
yeah, that's the plan.
I'm so relieved to hear that you were
Yeah.
going to do that.
Absolutely.
Thank God.
It's
Thank
been difficult. It's not that the family doesn't care, but we've been through this. We've been through this. You know, I didn't want the family to give the interview to Tasha K, but we felt like somebody needs to speak up,
Yeah.
you know. And now
So
here
did
we
you
are
feel
again,
like
5 years later, 4 years later, here we are again.
So did you feel like your mom was, manipulating your mother and whatnot to stay where she is, like with Jaguar?
You said, do I think that Jackie was manipulating my mother to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
She wants her.
Absolutely.
She wants her money.
What do you
and
mean?
That's what.
Absolutely.
That's what people fail to
I
realize.
mean, you know, and I hate, yeah, my sister, as much as I love her,
Mhm.
we have this relationship. She likes to blame everyone for her problems. And so she blames me for so much. She blames me. The biggest cut, and this has been the biggest cut in our relationship, when her son was murdered. She
Mhm.
wanted to blame me and the family, said it was our fault because we should have kept him from doing the things he was doing. Of course we talked to him, Sean,
Yeah.
you know, but
And
here goes my daughter.
I'm sorry, and I just want to clarify on that. Like, Giovanni is my brother, okay? He was raised with us.
Mhm.
You know, Aunt Jackie didn't raise that boy. That boy was raised with us. Me and him is the same age. You hear me?
Yeah.
I talk to my brother every damn day. I told him to move to Florida with me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want him out here doing the shit he was doing. Unfortunately, he wanted to do what he wanted to do. He's a grown man. I'm not going to stop him from doing what and vice versa. You feel me?
Well, it's not even going to stop him. You can't.
I can't stop him. My brother, he wanted to live in Texas. He really wanted to live in Texas. Him and his mom was living right next door to each other at one time, and she never spoke to him at all. Okay, on his birthday, yeah, she said he was dead to her. He literally called me on his the day before his birthday, talking about my mom keep looking at me crazy. She won't even say happy birthday to me.
It's a lot to unpack, and it's a very difficult family dynamic.
Yeah.
And everyone is commenting. Everyone is commenting, but they don't really know the background story. So it might look a certain type of way, but it's like unless you were there, you don't know. But Aunt Jackie, she's a very difficult person. You can't reach her. Like I said, she needs medical attention. So that's why we're here to this day.
So the anger that comes from y'all, I'm not gonna say like y'all literally angry, but it sounds like when her name comes up around y'all get pretty upset. Is that because of this like constant back and forth with her? Like,
yes, they do. They get very upset.
It's not even we're upset about the constant back and forth, because we don't go back and forth with her. We don't even talk to her.
Yeah.
It's just more so everything that has been done, and she's the type of person like you can't talk to her again. She's mentally unstable. So there's no reaching her. So there's no conversations to be had. But this is a result of her her crazy ass behavior.
Yeah.
So now my grandmom, they're stranded somewhere in Louisiana. Sammy's drugged down in the mix. It's just a lot going on. So now, my mom, she's been keeping up. She's watching what's going on, and we're being updated.
Yeah.
The only way we
Prior to
knew
this,
what
prior
was
to her
going on.
Prior to her publicizing everything, we didn't even know. Like,
No, we
she
knew
was
nothing.
spiraling out of control because we don't talk to her. She's a difficult person to talk to. It's been like that.
And that's the only reason why
Ooh. I don't know what happened, but come back. I'll drop the link. I feel it's important to hear how they feel because, again, I know people may feel in the chat. I've been seeing a lot of bashing her, come onto YouTube to speak ill of her. But if you've been dealing with someone like Jaguar for so long, they're entitled to how they feel. They get to feel how they feel. They're frustrated with her. They get to be frustrated with her. So we got to let them have that. We do. So this is her family, so, and she's back. Shout out to LaShell. Welcome back to the show, LaShell.
I'm so sorry. I think something had happened. She clicked off.
It's the things that she has caused, and it spiraled out of control. Like, it's always been like this. Like, y'all are just now seeing it, but we all know her. Like, her family knows her. So this is just built up years of mental health issues, and now she's just losing it. Yeah. But honestly, y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm kind of glad that she's locked up because now maybe she can, sober up and maybe get the help that she needs.
Yeah. So when you say you're glad, it's more so for her safety. You're glad
for her safety, right? Of course, we don't want anything to happen to her, but the way that she's moving out here in these streets, the things that she's accusing people of, and just how crazy she is on live and throwing my cousin's ashes on somebody, like.
Yeah. How did y'all feel about that when y'all saw that?
For yourself? Huh?
How did you feel when you saw that?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
I've never seen nothing like that, and just knowing the situation and the relationship and the dynamic they had, it really upset me. It was to the point where my brother's best friends and the people he grew up with were they don't really bang with my Aunt Jackie because she didn't bang with him. We were upset. We were crying. That was crazy to me. I never seen no shit like that in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, ain't nobody mad at her. I'm mad at the things that she's doing. I'm mad at the things she's saying. This is the reason why.
That's unforgivable.
Yeah, that's unforgivable.
You don't do that. And if Giovanni if he was here and he just saw it, like, oh my gosh. Oh my God. Like, he was a very just respectable young man. So it's just like, yeah, he wasn't going for none of that. Like, so it's actually crazy.
That's why he didn't deal with her, because he knew how crazy she was, and he knew the shit she could say. That shit is hurtful. The shit that she's saying about people is crazy. All these content creators she's coming for, the family she's coming for, the way she talks about my mom love her sister. I don't care what none of y'all saying in this chat. My mom love her sister. She love her family. You hear me?
Me and my sister, the main ones. We be like, yo,
I be over here telling her, like, you need to chill. This girl don't bang with you. But this is her sister. This is somebody who she's grown up with. She loves her sister, and she's upset. She be in here crying over this girl. And I'm just like, Mom, at the end of the day, you cannot force a relationship she don't want. It is what it is. She needs mental help.
But also, when you're so delusional and crazy to the point where you're making it seem like all of your issues that you caused is everyone else's fault. So it's like, what are you talking about? Like, even when Giovanni, when he passed, she literally called us and she blew up like, it's y'all fault, and just screaming and saying the most terrible things.
Well,
and I'm just like, when are you going to
let's talk about Goomber, as you call him. Goomber. This nigga calls me up talking about, if you ever step foot in the state of Texas, you or your 3 kids, I'm going to blow you away. One cap to the bullet. Yep. Right to the brain. Yeah. And Jackie backed him up. Jackie told me, you owe me 1, bitch. What the fuck you mean by that? I owe you 1. You owe me 1. You got 3. You owe me 1.
So like, because her son Giovanni passing away, she's saying y'all owed her 1?
I owe. Yeah, like what? So you're mad because my 3 children are alive?
Like, my aunt is so jealous of my mother. She was so upset that her son died. Like, she wants one of us to die. I tell my mom all the time, she's like, I just want to help my little sister, like, maybe we can repair our relationship. I said, Mom, you can never, ever, ever meet up with this woman. After they threatened to put a bullet in all of our heads,
and let me tell you what she did, Sean. This is Jamie, right? So I live in Miami, right? She drove 24 hours with her dog and threatened me and had a whole gang of Haitians with her. She drove 24 wait, hold on. She drove 24 hours to come and fight me and threaten me all crazy on Facebook with Goombers.
I seen a comment saying why we're not getting my grandma. First of all, yeah, we're getting her.
Yes,
by divine intervention. But let me tell y'all right now, Frances, my grandma, she don't want to leave. That is her golden child. She is brainwashed. She's not going anywhere. As long as Jackie is home and out of prison, Frances, she's not going nowhere. There's nothing that anyone can say. My mom, me, my sister, my brother, my aunts, her sisters, there's nothing that anyone can say, period.
Yeah.
But now
Jackie has a way. I don't know what she did to my grandma, but it's always been like this. Y'all would have to know the family history in order to understand why my grandma and my Aunt Jackie have the relationship that they do. She has always been her golden child. That was her love child from her marriage. And yeah, she's not willing to leave Jackie. She'll do anything for her. Jackie lives off of her. Let's talk about it. So no, it's not that we don't want to help. Of course we will help. Of course we've been trying to help. But when there's nothing that you can do because she doesn't want to go, my grandma told my mom this morning, she straight up said, she was like, if you buy me a ticket, you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
That's what she said. And we're like, okay, well, how are you going to?
Sam and I, like, she was saying it's like she's not going anywhere. I'm like,
no, she's scared to leave. She better not dare. Okay, she's scared to leave. Like, and that's just a different. That's a whole different situation that we could touch on, but y'all will be here all day. Okay. Y'all will be here all day. It's just a lot to unpack. And I think a lot, I think it was, okay, it is elder abuse. But I think a lot of people have opinions when they really don't understand, and you won't understand unless you knew us personally, unless you saw what we've seen and the things that we've been through and how we were raised.
Yeah.
But Jackie and my grandma, that is a completely different dynamic. Again, like I said, that it's hard to understand. That is her love child. That is her golden child. Jackie can do no wrong. The reason why Jackie and her son Giovanni had a bad relationship is because they were fighting over my grandmom's money.
Talk about that.
Now, that's the real tea. That's why she was saying, oh, he's dead to me, because she was upset because Giovanni was also a favorite. And Giovanni would get, he would get money from my grandma all the time. He would get money. I don't know what he was doing with it, but regardless, he would get money. So that's what really started to break their relationship, even though they'd really never had one to begin with.
Yeah.
But that ruined it, because Jackie felt like he was a threat to what she feels like is rightfully hers for whatever reason. And yeah,
like it's to the point where mom, please don't read the comments. It's to the point where my grandma was actually down here for a little minute or whatever. We was about to get her into like a senior facility, this, that, and the third. As soon as Aunt Jackie called her, I'm talking about she gets on a flight. Mind you, I'm not gonna hold you. She treats my grandma like shit. Like, I don't know what y'all see. I get it. Y'all her fans. I got fans. It is what it is. But y'all are like, I'm not even gonna say y'all condoning it. But at this point, she treat my grandma like shit. That's what she do. She take her money. She verbally abuses her. And I know she in there pushing that girl in the crib. She pushing her. Mad crazy. Because that's how she is. That's how she is. She don't like my grandma. Y'all see, she talks about my pop-pop, hi. She love my granddad. But she does not like her mother. Like, that's just kind of what it is.
It's just,
and so
she's a difficult person. She's an extreme narcissist. She used to say all the time, my grandpa was alive, but he was dying from dementia and Alzheimer's. She would say to my grandma all the time, I wish it was you instead.
Yeah.
And we'd just be looking at her like, what?
Like, be fucking for real. This your mother, bro.
So it's like, y'all are commenting and y'all have no idea what you're even talking about. Like, we're watching it live like you guys every day. The Ashes was it for me. I was done with it then. But we're watching this unfold, and we're watching years of her mentally unstable ass it's spiraling out of control.
Somebody asked if my mother was and no, my mother was not sexually abused. SA, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I just saw that in the comment. No, it's too much going around. This was just for clarity, Sean. But this is our daily life. And this is very upsetting. And no one wants to go live with this. Listen, I could have done the interview with Tasha K. I had whole freaking, I took down my social media. Cut it. We already know what Tasha did with y'all. I had to shut down my social media. It was too upsetting for me. It was just too. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
The
And
way
I
he
do want to
drug our
want to
family.
put that out there for the people so that they can know.
Yeah.
LaShell Wright was not a part of the surviving Jaguar.
No,
Ride.
I was
Was not a
not.
part of it.
But also, me and my mom, this is Jasmine speaking. I've been telling her, I'm like, she's been saying for a while now, like, I'm gonna do an interview. I'm gonna reach out to Sean. I'm like, Mom, I don't even think. I'm like, this is already embarrassing.
Mhm.
Everything is publicized. I'm like, I don't even think we should speak on it.
Okay, but I love Sean, and when I saw him, he had up that we were upset with him. No,
Yeah,
I
today
said
was her
"Mm-mm.
last straw. So I was just like, okay,
We have to clarify.
Well,
this,
well,
'cause
we
nobody's
gonna
upset
talk about it.
with
We
you.
gonna talk about it.
Well, no, I feel that. I feel that, and
My
I'm
kids,
very so much
please.
glad you did come through. Again, like I said, I knew for sure said nothing negative.
Okay,
I knew that for a fact.
but no one, I don't unless, you know, and no one has said anything about you to me and my family. But there's so many people saying I'm Jack's cousin. I'm this. I'm that. I
Mhm.
don't know who you are.
Yeah.
This Kevin dude, I don't know who he is. That he went live with Goomber. I don't know who he is. He's not my cousin on no side of my family. Who are you?
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that weird too because
Yeah.
I heard that as well. I'm just like, oh well.
Yeah.
So
No.
I think she just calls him cousin.
Right. That's right. She
Okay.
called one family. Right.
Yeah, they're
That's
not actually blood.
right. No.
Everyone needs to really let up because
Yeah.
we've been quiet for a long time.
Mhm.
She's the one who's dragging us, saying my dad raped her and everyone
Yeah,
did
that was
something
horrible
to her.
too.
Sean, you saw that, right? When she was like, "Oh, my sister's ex-husband raped me."
Yes, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
That when we was 9, she was drinking her little spiked lemonade, and we at her house. She sits us down, right? This messy bitch. She sits us down, and she was like, I just want you guys, I want you girls to know something. And we're like, what? She was like, did you know that your father, your mother's ex-husband, raped you?
No.
Yes, she did. We were 9, and me and my sister always had like just a sense of humor, but like we kind of like laugh in like odd situations. So we looked at each other and we just smirked, like, the fuck is wrong with her? Like, is she okay? And she was, and then she just goes on and on about how he raped her, and my mom married a rapist, her rapist. Oh yeah, it was crazy. So we go home and we tell my mom. My mom was like, "What she said?" I'm like, "She said that daddy raped her," and then she was just like, "Well, that's not true." It's crazy. She been crazy. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like, she's been crazy. Obviously, she needs help. Like, she needs real help.
Mhm. Wow.
But we're not here. We can't do that. So
Yeah, we'll
see what happens.
Drag her. We could have been said something.
Nobody nobody is here to drag.
It's
at
the
all.
No.
My daughters just get very, very, they're very passionate. We have a passionate family.
Mhm.
Speak our mind, but
So how do you feel now that you can get your mother? Do y'all feel relieved that she's coming to
um,
where you guys are?
yeah, but I know that no, she'll come. No,
She'll come.
she's coming. She's coming. I'm confident with that. She's coming, but I just know I hate that, whenever my sister gets out of jail, she's going to feel alone because my mother's not there.
Mhm.
I don't know what she's going to do.
Do you think that
I,
she'll come and
I,
try to retrieve her mother from you?
I'm sure she's going to try and do something. She wouldn't be Jackie if she didn't do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'll be ready for it.
Yeah. So y'all all are prepared to take care of that if
Oh,
she
yeah.
tries to come and remove
Up,
Francis.
absolutely. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning on the phone with the family.
Mhm.
Yes. And, having to put my aunts, my mother's sisters on the phone with her to back me up. So we made a lot of progress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's good. And with Sam, do you think that with Sam going back to his father, do you think she'll try to remove Sam?
The only way she would be able, she can't remove Sammy because I call him Sammy. I'm sorry. He's like, Shell, can you call me Sam? The only way he'll go back to her is if she can convince him to do so. But I'm just hoping that once she comes out, she's going to realize that she needs to focus on herself. Get back to the music. She's brilliant.
She won't.
Okay, every song she ever wrote, she brought to me first. That girl walked to me before she walked to her mother and father.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
sweetie.
love my baby sister. You think I like to see this?
Yeah.
But Sean,
But now I have to do what I have to do for my mother.
Sean, we can't put
And my
my
nephew.
past her. When she threatened us with a bullet in
Yeah,
her
they
head,
don't like that.
like I don't play like that.
Yeah, they don't like that.
So regardless of how much, you know, my mom cares for her sister, it is what it is. It's like everyone needs to get from around her and get to safer grounds, because she is a wrecking ball. And she's taking everyone down.
My
with
children
her.
don't
She's taking everyone
really.
down with her. And that's
They
just,
love
it is
my
what it
sister,
is.
but they
And I don't care who got to say anything about that.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't care for my sister too much.
She's a rude person. I mean, can you blame us?
But
growing up,
again,
she wasn't like she wasn't a good aunt. Like she wasn't a good mother. Like we all lived with my grandma in West Berlin, New Jersey. So we all, like, Giovanni lived with us. Sammy lived with us. Sammy used to cry for us when we were leaving the house. Not his mother. She wasn't even there.
Oh God.
So everyone's speaking like they know. And they don't. Sammy was my child first.
Oh,
Let's talk about it.
So you see, we're very well invested.
Well, I just think y'all have been through a lot altogether, like organically with her as a family. I can understand. It's probably been a lot.
Yeah.
No, we don't hate her. She needs help. That's what it is.
Oh God.
Absolutely. So where do you think you go from here with your baby sister? Like, I know it's been a hard transition. You love her, but you just feel like you just can't deal with her.
Yeah, I haven't been able to deal with her, and this is the thing. So she had been calling me for probably about 2-3 months prior to her whole start, the top of the year, all of that. But I wouldn't take her calls because I saw what she was about on YouTube, and I said, She's not calling me with good intentions. She doesn't want to say, Shelly, let's talk about this. You know, let's woman to woman. No. So I didn't answer her call.
Yeah.
But when the whole ashes, when that went down, I reached out to Gerald. He wouldn't take my calls at first, and then he finally did. Oh, you only want to call when there's constant chaos and something's going on. We tried to call you for months out of love and concern, and you didn't answer the phone. We're fine. The Johnsons are fine. Your mother's fine. My stepson is fine. Click. That was it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So have you spoke to him since?
No.
Okay.
No. He hasn't reached out to me. But I don't really know the dude. I don't know him. My brother-in-law is Sam. That's who I talk to every day. We talk. Always.
Shout out to Sam Senior.
You know, this another reason why my sister is very upset with me is because, you know, when Giovanni called me, said my mom was out in Texas, she was erratic, running up bills, just doing things, you know, just trying to hold Jackie down in jail. It was just a mess. So I went out there, stopped everything, went out to Texas, and you know, I ended up testifying against my sister that I love, me, Giovanni, Sam Senior, and my Aunt Debbie, my mother's sister. And that is what removed Sam from, like, why would you want your child to stay with your mother that is already dealing with her own issues, and he has a father that is making well over 100,000 a year and totally capable of taking care of him and making sure he guides him on the right path.
And let's shine some light on Uncle Sam. Uncle
Sam is an awesome man.
He was more of a father to me than my actual father.
My daughters, my kids love him.
Every weekend, me, Giovanni, Sammy, Jamie, and my cousin Saniqua. Whenever she was down, he took us out every weekend. Miniature golfing, movies, all types of arcades. So all of the dragging, Sam, it's dead.
Yeah,
that is all lies.
So do you think that Jaguar was doing that to be spiteful to Sam?
Yes, absolutely.
Just like she about to do Goomba. Goomba don't know. He already know. He's already getting it.
Oh, well.
Goomba don't know what I'm trying to tell you. The way she does, she's bitter. Okay, every woman is when they get left.
No, not but it's not even her men, Sean. Let me tell you, nobody's safe. Okay, everybody that crosses her path is up for you.
Legina and Goomba about to really find out when she got out of jail. I'm trying to tell you.
They don't even know what they just did. Nobody is safe. You're not safe. Nobody's safe. She's
okay, but this is the thing. I see people in the chat saying this should be a private family matter, and it should be.
It should be, but Jaguar has made this very public. She has, so people need to think of that before they say. Jaguar has spoke on a lot of people's names. People have the right to respond and say their side of things. Jaguar puts a spotlight on a lot of people. It's literally why we brought Genesis. Shout out to Genesis. Over to the show is because she was talking about saying a lot of crazy things, you know. So she has a right to speak. And no different than Shelly. Jaguar said a lot about her husband, her kids. She said a lot, and it's all been public. So Jag doesn't get to make something public and then everybody else has to be respectful and do it behind closed doors. No, Jag should have started it behind closed doors. If she has these problems with her family, that's fine. Handle it behind closed doors. Like, publicly for what? So you can't say publicly for what to LaShell if you're not going to say it to Jaguar. Like, we got to be fair. You know, let's not be biased. They do have a right to speak. They do.
This is not something that I have ever wanted to do.
Stop. How many times I tell you don't talk about this? Like, there's no need. I don't say, Mom, for what? I like, we don't gotta prove nothing to nobody.
It's not even a matter about proving now. It's just like she's put so much out there and so much has unfolded. I have my personal friends, people in my life. Shelly, maybe it's time for you to talk. But I don't know what kind of clarity I could even give you guys because I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. But what I do know is my mother and Sammy, they're leaving Shreveport tomorrow. That's what I know.
And that's on period. Okay? I told them, ain't nobody down there with no IDs or nothing. Now, guess what that means? People got to get on the bus. My grandma's too old to be on somebody's bus. Let's be for real.
And she makes too much money.
She makes too much money. And she should not be on the bus. She should be able to fly first class.
And it's sad that all of her business is out there. People are saying how much money my grandma makes. That's personal. But because Jackie burns bridges with everybody that she meets and she talks to, people feel the need to put her personal business online again. So now we're just addressing it. So y'all saying that, oh, y'all are confident and y'all are toxic. No, we're just saying what it is. Yeah. Since you already know anyway.
I want to answer this question in the chat about them stating why the mother is getting on the bus. Sam's grandmother and he are getting on buses because they do not have proper identification to be able to board flights. Neither one of them have IDs or driver's license. So they cannot board a flight. Okay. I haven't offered myself to help with a flight, but they don't have the proper documentation to be able to board. That is why, again, for everybody in the back, that is why they are taking a bus. That is why.
Yep, that's why.
Absolutely.
We're fully able to buy a flight, but they don't have proper ID.
So you know how long that ride about to be?
Oh, Jamie, stop.
I've been on a Greyhound from Philly to Florida. It's not fun. And it stinks.
Oh, God.
It stinks. And now my grandma got to deal with that. And she's an elder.
Jamie doesn't like when she saw how my sister was speaking to my mother. First in the bathtub, she called me from work. I was working. I work from home. She calls me from work going off. Do you see this? And I did see it. And then with the whole eviction, that was so humiliating. Yeah. Like why my sister would do that. I see my mother sitting out in a house dress and it's hot.
Or when she asked
and Sammy, then the cop didn't even he didn't even ask my sister's name.
Or let's talk about when she recorded Sammy asking him, is he autistic?
Oh,
Sammy has never had
Sammy's never been diagnosed with autism ever. So now I'm not saying that he's not.
She's using him to build her platform.
But Sam had him tested extensively. Mm-hmm. They never came back with that diagnosis ever.
Like, why would you do that and ask him, is he autistic?
I'm not saying that there's nothing there, and I'm not even going to talk on that. but he's not autistic.
Oh, but hold up. Somebody just said, why don't they got IDs? She took them. She took them and she lost them. That's what happened.
They don't have IDs.
She took them and she lost them.
Well, Sammy's ID expired, and my mother, I have been speaking to my mother for over a year. When are you going to have Jackie and Gerald take you to get proper ID? Do you know how unsafe that is? If something happens to you while you're out, you don't have proper ID. It doesn't even go to the address where you're living. It's not even that it's expired. It's not even at the address where they were living. Jackie has not been homeless. Whenever you see her and Gerald driving around in the car, that's because they wanted to. They had somewhere to stay the whole time because my mother was holding that down.
Yeah.
They were never homeless.
Just like she said, she paid half of this. She paid all.
But
of
like
it.
I heard her say to her viewers, you guys believe anything. You believe anything someone tells you. Yeah. I mean, this is my sister. This is my sister. Yeah. That girl was blackmailed. Let me shut. God. Oh boy. Yeah. So no one is disrespecting Jackie. Did I see that?
I'm sorry. I don't care. The way she did my grandma is out of control. The way she did my brother is out of control.
If y'all want to talk about disrespect, when you wake up and you see your brother's ashes being thrown on a random man in Louisiana somewhere, then you can talk to me about disrespect. Y'all need to shut the fuck up.
Oh God, Jasmine, stop. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Just try not to read the comments, ladies. Just because it could be upsetting. Because again, you got to remember, it's a bunch of people that don't know you. They have no idea who you are or what you've been through. That's why you get to speak, and say things like this and take, opportunities like this to let people know who you are. That's why I appreciate LaShell coming forward, because we all have families and we all have toxicity within them. Right. Not everybody deals with them differently, and we all go through different stuff with families. So I don't feel that y'all should feel any type of way about speaking and saying anything. It's because we all have family issues, like we absolutely do. They're not as public, as these, but at the same time, like everybody goes through things with family, and y'all have a right to speak.
You want to know what's the worst part? The worst part is we begged, and we wanted Johnny to have a funeral so bad, but to spite the family, she went and got him cremated.
Mm-hmm.
So to see his ashes be thrown as if they were nothing, can't nobody tell me nothing about how to feel.
And people need to think about that type of stuff too, because like this is y'all life. Like that's like y'all family. Like that, like that person in that urn and the things that were happening, that's somebody y'all loved, so it's a big deal.
He deserved a funeral, and we could not get one because his mother spited all of us and said, we're not having a funeral. We're cremating him.
And that's exactly why she keeps talking about this mock funeral we had. We did not have a mock funeral. We were celebrating my brother. Yeah. All his friends he grew up with, all his friends he went to elementary school, okay? Middle school, okay? High school was there. He deserved the funeral. My brother was a good man, okay? He might have did what he did.
So she got mad and cremated him. And then talked about all of us.
And then threw his ashes like it was nothing. So, yeah, that's that.
I'm sorry. My daughters come from a very, very deep place of hurt.
That was my brother. I was around more than you, sis.
Giovanni was my nephew, but he was like a son to me. And he felt like I was more of a... He hashtagged that one of his last birthdays, the birthday before he passed away, more of a mother than an auntie, more like sisters than cousins.
They said, what about Jay-Z?
What about Jay-Z? What?
Yeah, what about Jay-Z?
She did Jay-Z Unplugged. What about Jay-Z? What? That's it. That's all I know. Yeah, we ain't going into that. We're not going into that.
Absolutely. So was your daughter...
messy bad girls.
Was your sister Jag, was she always like this? Like with the stories and the, like even from a young age, or?
Yes. Always been colorful. Always. But that was the beauty of her. If it was channeled in the proper direction, if my mother and father, we grew up under very strict Seventh-day Adventist religion. Very strict. So when she decided she wanted to start writing, she started writing raps. And my father, I remember a story, she may have told it before, but he found all of her writings and he threw them in the fire pit. Broke her heart. I was her biggest cheerleader. I had to make my family realize this girl's about to blow up. She is Jaguar Wright. She's about to do the damn thing. Okay? She'll never, ever, 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 ever give me credit for that. Like, and I don't want credit, but like, I love my sister.
And she's a great singer, and she's very smart. She's very smart. She just does.
She's been very talented from a very early age.
That's what that is.
It's just, you know, it's very unfortunate. And so now here I am talking.
She ruined her career talking too much.
Oh, God. Stop.
Yeah. I can still that you still feel for her. And I think that's good. That you can feel.
Even I heard her talking about me in the pool the other day. She had to pour into my mother's pension because my mother was busy supporting my drug habit. No. What?
Why do you think she targets you so much? Because she does target you. Why?
Yeah, she hates me. She and you know, and I was saying to someone the other day, I feel like I am probably the reason for all of this because I had my son at the age of 19 and I left home. I'm a single mom now. I gotta do what I have to do for me. And she has always blamed me for leaving her with her mother and her father. So what was I supposed to do? You were 9, honey.
Yeah.
You were 9.
And then accuse my dad of rape.
Okay, we know about the rape. Please.
So that she can break my parents up.
Well, yeah. She really, you know, she got jealous when I got married to their father. You know, it's just she always, and every time we ever had an argument, it always went back to you left me with mommy and daddy. What was I supposed to do?
It also went back to your husband raped me.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So please, my daughter's in the background.
No, it's okay. So you think it's more so of her feeling a sense of abandonment when you left early because you had a child?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
So the resentment comes from, you know.
That's where it starts. Yeah. Every time we've ever had an argument, it always goes back to that. You left me with those crazy people.
Or rapists.
Your mother, my mother was a school teacher and my father was a drug and alcohol abuse counselor. He was militant. Yes, he was. We're not even going to get into that. We had our family dynamic issues, but you had 2 parents taking care of you, spoiled you. When the pocket TVs came out, she was 7. She got one. She was spoiled. We never lived in the projects. Are you kidding me? My father and my mother had 2. And not talking about anyone that does. Okay? No. Yeah. Just we never. The whole picture and the narrative that she has painted about my family is just so untrue. How much more can we take?
Yeah. It's been a lot. It has been. It's been a lot.
Oh, God.
Y'all don't want me to talk.
But I appreciate you allowing me to speak. And my daughters. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
But I'll tell y'all, I'm just one thing about it is there has been a lot going on. So I appreciate you coming up here and speaking. I really do. I really appreciate you because it does take courage to do so because it's not an easy thing because it's like it's still your family. So it makes you look away. But again, when you've been through so much with a person can't tell you your experience. And y'all have had quite the ride with Miss Jaguar Wright. So you are entitled to your story. You know, it may not be likable for everybody. People may hear it and be like, oh, well, you did. Well, it's no different with us in our own family. I'm sure we have stories too, but again, it's just not as public. So you get to speak, and I appreciate you not coming on here bashing her, you know, just saying what it was. Like, no, I've been through all types of stuff with this woman. And that's what's important because then people get to understand what's going on. I have a better understanding, I would say, because of hearing from people like you, people that know her, people that were close to her. So it's helpful.
Yeah. I just thank you for everything that you have done for my family. But you don't need to do any more. Please, they're good, Sean. Okay. Half of the things that was going on, we had no idea. You know, I've heard so much, but I appreciate you. I do. But we're getting them out of Shreveport. They will be leaving tomorrow. Come hell or high water.
Absolutely. Thank
Yeah.
you again for being a part of this. And
Yeah.
shout out to Sam Sr. as well, because like you said, he's been very helpful. So shout out to him too, because that's great.
Awesome.
My uncle's a great man. A great man.
Thank you so much again for having us.
No problem. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. Come back anytime. Anytime.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So shout out to LaShell Wright. Again, I really don't care about what people say. I give people a chance to speak. I've always been fair. I'm going to stay fair. Hair flip. Like, I don't care. Anybody that says, oh, Jag's gonna come after me. Y'all said the same thing when I talked to Sam. Didn't y'all say the same thing? Jaguar knows me. Like, she knows that I'm not doing anything out of malicious. Like I'm not being, there's no malice behind anything I'm doing. Literally just, what was it, 2 days ago, day and a half ago, Jaguar was just in the hot tub saying all type of stuff about her sister and her sister's husband. So just, she has the right to speak. I mean, it was about her. It was about her kid's father. Like, I would want to speak if somebody was going around my family saying all this type of crap. Like, I would let her speak. So I mean, like, why not? She came into the chat. I didn't call for her. I didn't send for her. I have a whole phone number, and I've never called her. I've never called her one time. So yeah, there's no clout chase. Like, y'all are weird. And she wanted to talk. That's fine. I'm fair. No different. Sam Sr. was in the chat the other day. If he wanted to come up, I just have to go get my son. But if I had time, I would have let Sam come up and talk. And the crazy part about it is, Jag wanted him to. Jag called me like, why you didn't let Sam up? I'm like, I had to go to get my son. She was like, oh, I didn't hear that part. So because she knows I'm not going to bash her or anything like that. I'm just let people talk. They have the right to. She's talking about them. They have the right to speak. Why is it fair that a person gets to say whatever they want to say about you in the public, but you have to be quiet? If you say anything, you're chasing clout, you're this or that. That doesn't even make sense. It's not like Jag is doing nothing or saying nothing about these people. She absolutely is. And that was LaShell and her daughters. And Jag said that their father, which is Shelly's husband, I don't know, husband or cousin, but did certain things to her. Why wouldn't, I mean, if that didn't happen or didn't happen, but from what none of that ever happened. From what they know, that never happened. So why wouldn't they get to correct that? I mean, would you want somebody going around talking about your father like that, especially if it's not true? I don't know. And they're younger. So with them being younger, they're upset. When you see certain things, like I said, Giovanni is not related to me. So when Jag did what she did at the barbershop, I'm looking at it as awful, but somebody that's related, they're going to feel a whole nother way. They're going to feel that, some of them may feel like don't want to fight. They may feel that way. So they're all just feelings. So if the nieces are upset, her nieces and LaShell's daughters, if they're upset by that, especially being like brought up with Giovanni and whatnot, that completely makes sense. Like, why are people shocked that they're mad like that? I completely get that. Like, how was that far-fetched? You'd be mad too. So, yeah. So I appreciate her coming up and voicing how she feels and whatnot. So, yeah. Jag watches all of my shows. This is my platform. That's just how I feel. There was nothing malicious. I mean, her nieces feel some type of way. Call them. She know their number. She know how to get in contact with them. If she feel like she want to cuss them out, I mean, they was talking about her, not me. Yeah. Jagna came up on my platform and disrespected how many people? So y'all think I'm about to tell them to shut up? Like I said, I'm fair. Jaguar done drug people I'm cool with, people that I don't even have any DMs. I mean, she didn't come up here and say this one. So, I mean, she literally made me sink in my chair with the whole nosy hole situation. But when people come up here, they have I told you I'm fair. Right? And Jag wasn't disrespecting them, then I would understand. I would be like, yeah, why y'all coming up here like that? Like, that's y'all wilding. Like, do y'all even know her? They do. They do. And they've had, and I can only imagine this energy, dealing with it lifelong. It's interesting to hear. Like, okay, so she's always been like that, or did something happen and then she kind of just overnight she was kind of just different, or like, so yeah. Again, I don't think that it's fair that a person gets to not speak. Like, why shouldn't they speak? Like, I don't get that. If your family was going around talking about you, how Jag was talking about them, rather she was telling the truth or exaggerating or whatever, you will want to say something. There's a lot of people that sit back and kind of just cringe because they want to talk. And LaShell has been one of those people, because y'all blaming her for the whole Tasha K thing. She wasn't even on it. She wasn't even a part of it, because she didn't. So then for a person to try to judge her for saying that she went to court and she sided with Sam Sr. back in the day, over who gets Sam Jr., that shows that she truly felt that Sam Jr. should be with his dad. Right? I mean, if you ask me, that's all that shows. That she really felt that way. Because if she wanted some clout, she would have went on Wild Tasha K. Because she would have got plenty of it there. Tasha K is way bigger than me. She would have got plenty of it over there on Tasha K. She chose to opt out, But again, it's no different than Tasha K. Like I said, I don't blame Tasha for what she went through with Jag. Doing the whole surviving on her and all of that. She called CPS on that woman's kids. Like, that's what it is. So, hey. Like people say, oh, well, Tasha K called child protection on Sweet Mind for Life, and Sweet Mind for Life survived her. Sweet Mind just let that happen. Where you think Tasha K probably got the idea? I mean, Sweet Mind did a surviving Tasha K, and then Tasha K did a surviving Jaguar. Sweet Mind called Tasha K called child protection on Sweet Mind. Jaguar called child protection on Tasha K. Then Tasha K did a surviving Jaguar. Right? See, that was after. It wasn't before. Okay. Tasha K didn't do surviving Jaguar Wright, and then Jaguar Wright did the CPS call after. It was before. Yeah. So here, flip. So yeah, people can have the opportunity to speak. They get the chance to speak. They absolutely do. I'm fair. I've always been like that. Yeah. I don't lie to people. I told Shelly, hey, you can, LaShell, come up here. You don't have to worry about getting attacked, anything like that. And I was never told that Shelly said anything negative. I wasn't like a so yeah, but that worked out. I'm glad she came up. Again, we can't tell Jaguar's family how to feel. Like, that just sounds weird. They've dealt with her. We haven't. So they sound exhausted, honestly, if you ask me. They sound exhausted. The LaShell especially. Like, she sounds exhausted, with Jaguar. And I think that that's why they cut ties. I think that's why the family separated themselves from her. And since Jaguar's mother wanted to stay with Jaguar, they allowed her to. They're like, okay, well, you've grown. We can't force you to stay here. So if you want to go be with her and whatnot, go ahead. So it sounds like they allowed it. And now that Jaguar's being incarcerated, they feel like this is their chance to remove Sam and her mom and put them in better situations, and kind of just hope that Jaguar goes and get help. Why is that a bad thing? Not that they're taking them from them. It's just get yourself together and, we'll go from there. Is what it seems like LaShell wants. Just you need some help. That's all that seems. So yeah. So Mike Tyson, shout out to the super. It's so many of y'all with the super stickers. I'm so sorry. I love you all. Thank y'all so much. I was just trying to focus because this was a pop-up. this wasn't anything planned. So I have any questions ready because I would have had way better questions if I was prepared for that, but I completely was not. What will happen to all the stuff in the U-Haul? So they will, if they don't pay to get it back, they will get rid of it. They will get rid of it. That's what they'll do. They'll get rid of it. So yeah, or keep some stuff and sell some stuff or whatever. I mean, however they do that, but they're not going to hold it or put it in storage or anything for the person. They usually get rid of it. They'll probably just throw it right in the garbage. Honestly, that's what the most that they'll do. Yeah. Oh, I want to thank y'all for, and Sam also wanted to say thank y'all too. Shout out to all y'all who cash apped him yesterday. He got a lot of support from y'all, and he super appreciated it. Like, he was so thankful. You should see his text messages; they're so cute. He was very, 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 very thankful for you guys. So I wanted to say that Sam thanks you. He really does. That's to say, yesterday before I even went on live, Jaguar was getting arrested right around the time of, because she had got an extended checkout, a late checkout. So she didn't pay for the room yet. I guess she was going to, but yeah, absolutely. But she didn't. So I just called and I'm just like, they let me take care of it. So I took care of it. And then yeah, when we went live last night, we talked about it. And a lot of y'all sent Sam support. So he thanks you, he thanks you, he thanks you, and I thank you as well. Where is her car? Her car is still at the hotel. As far as I know. I don't because she got arrested at the hotel. And yeah. So Sam said it's still there from what I gather. Yeah. So yeah, I have no idea. So the U-Haul people and the Texas people pressed charges. From what I gather, I know the U-Haul people did. I believe that, I don't know if the company was U-Haul, but that truck was supposed to be back. It was. It absolutely was supposed to be back. But it wasn't. So yeah, I do believe that they called the police. I do think that they did that. Yeah, absolutely. Can some of y'all comments? She's been like this. Yeah, that's what her family's saying. Yes, y'all are, Jasmine. Very, very, very. Maybe their birth certificates are in the car. I don't know. I'm just glad that the family stepped in, because a lot of times families don't. They kind of just let you go through what you're going through, because there was people going around swearing that LaGina's family was so monetized. LaGina's family was so concerned about her. Where are they? Where are they? I thought they were running around on content creator shows so saddened and upset, about LaGina moving, but they did nothing. Jaguar's family is stepping in. They absolutely are. Their transportation and whatnot, they did try to get them flights. They did, because I even said that to Sam earlier on the phone. I'm like, well, do y'all need help like getting plane tickets? Because I can help you guys get plane tickets. And Sam said that they couldn't. He said that they didn't have the proper identification. So yeah. So that's the only reason. Otherwise, yeah, absolutely. Otherwise they would have, yeah. But shout out to Unknown. Are you and Jack still on speaking terms? For me to be helping her family out, her son and her mother, we would have to be, right? I would be doing all this to be cussed out. I mean, to be cussing her out, because I don't care about her cussing me out. That's fine. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not joining the bandwagon of all of these people. I'm not doing that. Yeah. So it's sad, but Jag's car is going to get repossessed. Very possible. Very possible. Very possible. So Jag come from a good family. Oh, yes, she does, because if she didn't, they wouldn't be doing anything. I think that the family, it sounds like the family would do more for Jag, but it sounds like Jag don't want to be bothered with them. You know, when you make up your mind about something or someone in your head, kind of just stays that way. Like there's a person right now that I'm related to and I don't really care for, but I still love them. I don't really care to be around them. You know, type of situation. So I think that that's, you know, how a lot of people in Jack's family feel about her. Yeah, I don't think that she comes from a bad family. I don't think that. So where was the pocketbook? Dr. Laura, be nice. Be nice. They seem a little messy. Well, I wouldn't say messy. I would say irritated. Like when you've been dealing with somebody for so long, as I said, like they said, I should say, y'all just seeing this. We been seeing this. Like we've been dealing with this. You know, so I can't tell her how to feel. I mean, I can tell them how to feel. If they're upset by it, you know, and stuff like that, that's fine. I just feel like I feel like you can tell that they care about her, but at the same time, they're mad at her. It's like, we love you as our family, but again, like her sister said, sitting there, seeing them, watching them, her mother stand outside in a gown, be evicted, and all of that, knowing well that her mom gets plenty of money a month to where she shouldn't be in an eviction at all, you know, or anything like that. Like their mom, watching your mom be evicted or your grandma be evicted, like you can't help, and you would help, but you shouldn't have to. And if you did, look who else you helping, you know, and whatnot too. You know what? So like it comes with it's a lot. Like it's very complex. Is how it is. I feel like their feelings and emotions are all over the place, you know. But part of them is like at the same time, you know. But their approach messy. Except for LaShell. I think LaShell was fine. But like I said, her daughters are younger, you know, so of course they're gonna be messy, you know. Like, I mean, yeah, and their experience with Jag isn't like her sister, you know. LaShell and Jag, you know, they're sisters. You know, she was there before she was born, and you know, after, you know, and whatnot, you know. So, but LaShell's daughters, they're younger, you know, so of course they're gonna be, you know, like they, you know, they're gonna be very protective over their mother. And if they feel like Jaguar is any threat to their mother, they're gonna jump into protection mode. Honestly, I think that's, you know, they feel like their parents are being threatened, you know, by this person, they're gonna jump and say, not my mama, not my daddy, you know, like it's how they going to jump in. So yeah, I just feel like that's where the energy is coming from. You know, it's just them being younger and mad because they're mad, you know. Yeah, it's a lot. That's how I feel. Shout out to Shelly for becoming a member. Shout out to you, girl. Welcome to the gang. I'm sorry, it was another super sticker I was trying to get to, but it flew past. Thank you so much for the super stickers. I love you all. Jag did this to herself. I would have been in hiding all over social media being hot. She wanted to be seen and heard. The only sad thing is she's spiraling and her support system is weak. Now, I would agree. I think that her support system part especially is what I'm agreeing with. Jag does have a way of pushing people away. She does. She has a way of doing that. She has a way of, it seems as if when she can't control something, then she wants to do away. She wants to get rid of it. So, and I feel like it's sad. It's unfortunate because she's going to look up and have no one, you know, and then what? It's just not a good look. It's really not a good look. What is she in jail for? Multiple things. Multiple things. Somebody said something about Regina. What about Legina? Who are they popping in now? Shout out to Vanessa. Give me girl. Because that girl, all the people up here talking about some, Jag's gonna be so mad at you. Y'all say that every week. Like, oh my gosh. Like, y'all say that like I care. I don't. Like, I said the same thing with Sam. When I interviewed Sam, when Jag was, when she was going there, it's like, oh, she gone this. Oh, she gone now. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, Vanessa. Shout out to Starnique, my boo. She says, hey, Sean, did Jag go to jail in her swimsuit? Yes. And that is not funny. She did, from what I gather. Shout out to you for the super sticker. Erica says, Sean, you're right. Maybe the nieces aren't a problem. They're younger and pissed. Yeah, I just think that they're just mad. That they're mad. I think that's why LaShell is, she had more couth, when it came to talking about the situation, because she knows Jag and she's dealt with her for so long. The nieces are younger, so it's like they know of their aunt, and what they know of her, it feels as if that they don't like. So they don't like her, and not because it's more so because of what they feel that she's done, to them, their mother, their grandmother, that I can't tell these people how to feel. I'm not a part of their life. I wasn't there during any of this stuff, so I can't be like, oh, y'all wrong, y'all this, y'all that. No, unfortunately, I gotta let them have their feelings. I don't get to take them away from them because I wouldn't say what they're saying. Of course not. I don't have this experience. I don't have their experience. So yeah, I don't know. Jumper says, Sean, I hope they remember to get Giovanni's ashes from the glove compartment before they leave the hotel. Okay, now I believe that Giovanni's ashes are in the car. I don't believe that they were in the truck. I believe that they were in the car. And I did say something to Sam about that. So hopefully he can remember. But I'm going to remind him again tomorrow. But I really want him to go get that out of there now, because there are so many people that don't like Jaguar. And I feel like they're already calling as many people as they can on her. So I do believe someone will find a way to try to get that, because, it's a rumor going on that her car is getting repoed and whatnot. So I feel like people will send those people to find that vehicle. So, yes, absolutely. I hope that Sam goes and do it today. And if it's in the car, go and take it out of there, because who knows? I don't know. It could get towed away. It could get, I don't know, because it's not going to just sit there. Like the car, they're not going to just let it sit there. As long as Sam and them are there, I don't think that they will tow it because they're guests. But yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I hope that he take it up. Does he have the keys? I believe so. Yes, I believe he does have the keys to the car. Yes, because Jag was downstairs and her stuff was in the room. So like her keys, and I believe he has her pocketbook too. I believe. Yeah, absolutely. Mackenzie says, Sean, I believe people dislike her behavior more than they dislike her. I agree. And I think that, because that's how I feel. I don't dislike Jaguar. I like her. But her behavior, I can't get down with. And I think that that's what people get confused, is that they feel like because I like Jag, that I'm supposed to agree with everything she does. And if I say that I disagree, then I'm not cool with her, or I don't like her, or, something like that. No, I will say to Jaguar's face, you deserve to go to jail, because we told you for days, myself and King Payne told you, and I know for me for a fact, and one time when I was on the phone with King Payne, he said it too, but I told her for days, stay offline. She went to jail because she wouldn't stay offline. A hard head will make a soft ass. So that means that you deserve what you're getting if you're not doing anything to avoid it. You know people don't like you. That's why I'm like, Jag, you on YouTube like people like you. They don't. So any chance they get, to get you, they're going to. You were just over there packing with your mom, and like she said, that was her reason to tell me that she didn't have warrants or anything like that, because the police didn't arrest her when she went and while she was getting evicted, and they came over to do a wellness check on her mother. I said, no, Jag. When they walked up, they said your mother's name. They said Francis. They didn't say Jaguar, because if they did, they would have arrested you. That means that they did not run your background. They knew to check on you. They didn't do none of that. All they did on was your mother. And that's where the address came up at. So that's where they came. It doesn't have anything to do with you. So you need to call yourself and figure this stuff out and see what's going on. She argued me up and down. So I was just like, okay. So that's why I said, well, I mean, we talked to you. Like, you could have took care of all this stuff. You chose not to. So clearly jail is where you wanted to go. That's just how I feel. Jail is where you wanted to go. I'll see you when you get out. I mean, clearly. Shout out to Lala. She says, Sean, you did not even ask for this, but look at God. Absolutely. You are the GOAT. The ops will be up late hating. You are great. Absolutely, girl. These weirdos. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shout out to is it Adore? I think Jack should ghost everybody for a while and go heal and find herself in Jesus, then come back and live her truth about how she was looking for a hold in fool these streets. Yes, I think that she should take a break too. We've literally been saying that. Jack, stay off live. Stay off live. Stay off. Like, no, she does not listen. So I said, Jag is going to do what she wants to do. No one can control her. No one. No one. She don't even take much advice, like, let alone telling her what to do. So yeah, that's just where I'm at with that. Okay, I'm at my 1.5 hour mark. I am about to end this live. I will be live on Station Hit later. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back over here. Maybe. Thank you, everybody, for all of the super stickers and all of the cash apps. If they were sent, I have no idea. But thank you for all the super stickers and liking the video. Please, 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 please. So I would very much appreciate that. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. And shout out to LaShell Wright for coming up here and having a conversation with us. We appreciate the clarity and letting us know how they feel. Shout out to her daughters as well, Jamie and whatnot. Shout out to you ladies. Thank you for coming up as well. And yeah, until the next show, I love you all. I hope you enjoyed the show. We will be back later. But until then, bye.
Acabei de café.